All right, due to time purposes, we're going to go ahead and get started. If anybody else jumps in during the presentation, they'll just jump in. But good morning, everybody that's here. We're glad to have you for our School of Nursing Inside View. We do appreciate you bearing with us during these times and hope that your family is safe and well. And we appreciate you joining us virtually. There's just a couple of things that I want to let you know off the top before we get started, and that is that we are recording this session. So I hope that you will know that we're recording this for other students to be able to access it and be able to see all the information that is given. We also would like you to know that if at any point you have any kind of questions, to please put those in the chat function. The chat function is only host view only, and so I am your host for the day. My name is Bailey Smith, and I'm the Welcome Center Coordinator here at the university. And I will be seeing those questions as they come in. And when you have them, we can get them answered for you. As for now, we're going to go ahead and get started. And I'm going to introduce you to Natalie, the Marketing Communications Manager for the College of Arts and Sciences.
Hi, everybody. I'm so happy that you could join us today to learn more about the Joanne Dishman School of Nursing here at Lamar University. As Bailey said, my name is Natalie, and I serve as the Marketing Communications Manager for the College of Arts and Sciences. And I am lucky enough to have the privilege to work with the School of Nursing. Today you'll be hearing from Ms. Jenny Thedford. She's an instructor of nursing and also oversees the recruitment for pre-nursing majors. She's a wealth of knowledge and probably one of my favorite people to work with on campus. But like Bailey said, feel free to ask questions through the chat function during the virtual meeting. After Jenny's done giving her information, we'll make sure that she can answer the questions. And Jenny, I'll go ahead and hand it over to you.
Okay, great. Thank you and welcome, students. I love to collaborate. I've been doing it all week since we've been online, but the thing that I don't like about it is I don't get to see your faces and hear your voices. I don't like that, but hopefully we'll have the opportunity where y'all can come to our building and we can meet and chat and I can see your faces. So I will hopefully be adding a student to this scenario who is currently in the program. Her name is Kayla. She's trying to join right now, but if that doesn't happen, that's okay. I am excited that you guys are entering into this amidst all this craziness. And so that just shows me that you're critical thinkers and that you're ready to take on the world. And that's what nursing is all about. So congratulations to you for continuing to proceed with your career. I think that's awesome. It looks like Kayla's joining in, so great. Welcome, Kayla. She is a third semester student. She's just finishing up her PEOB rotation. So she's just sort of someone that's in the know. And so, hi, Kayla.
Hi.
Welcome to our session. So she is about to graduate. She'll graduate in December. So I just want to introduce her and maybe you could just say hi.
I think she already told you I'm a third semester student. I'm also one of the officers for LETSNA, so I'm real involved in student involvement. So I'm happy y'all are part of it and looking forward to seeing y'all in the building.
So I'll ask you questions in just a little bit. Kayla, don't mute your audio for just a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so what I'll do is basically show you a video first. It gives a little bit of rundown about our building and a little bit about how to get into our program. So remember, I am a nursing instructor and you probably wouldn't see me until you enter into like your third year after you apply to the School of Nursing. But that video will explain it a little bit more. So I'm going to share my screen and show you that video right now. Don't want to see my email. That is a hot mess right now.
Nursing. It is the largest healthcare field in the world today. And your pathway to success
you see
is right here.
No, ma'am.
Joanne Dishman School of Nursing at Lamar University.
There we go.
Nursing combines science and technology.
We can see it now.
Desire to help others. In addition to highly rewarding work, nursing offers variable work schedules, comfortable salaries, and the ability to practice in over 100 different specialty areas.
I chose nursing at Lamar because I have a legacy here. My sister actually graduated from the nursing program, and she had a great experience. And whenever I decided to go into nursing, it was a natural fit.
Come here, go to school. Most of the classes are in the mornings. So I'm out by 1 or 2 in the afternoon. I have time to go grab some lunch, go to work, and still get home, study a little bit, and get a good night rest, do it all over again.
The reason why I came from PB's nursing school and came here is because I wanted to have a better hands-on experience.
Lamar does really great with preparing their students for the standardized testing that we have to do.
Choosing the right university for your nursing education is vital to your success. Our nationally accredited traditional Bachelor of Science in Nursing program emphasizes a spirit of caring while maintaining a vision of excellence. Upon graduation, our students are prepared to safely care for a broad spectrum of patient populations with diverse healthcare needs. Our graduates have a strong foundation in problem-solving skills and research-centered clinical practice. The Joanne Dishman School of Nursing has been recognized repeatedly by the Texas Board of Nursing for our stellar pass rates on the National Licensing Exam. In 2015, our pass rate on the NCLEX exam was 94% on the first attempt, 10 percentage points higher than the national average. When you're a nursing student here at Lamar University, you're provided with resources to assist you to be successful in our nursing program as a professional nurse. Our state-of-the-art high-fidelity simulation center allows you to practice nursing skills and learn to clinically reason in a real-life setting. Our classrooms and learning centers are designed to assist you to develop as a nurse while you're here.
The Sim Lab is a great resource for all of us. It's more of a learning environment and not just you're graded on the skill. You get to become proficient in your skills and practice on these mannequins where a mistake won't matter as much as it will with a patient.
Take some of the pressure off because you're not doing it for the very first time. The professor will get up, they'll go through a list of what needs to be performed for the skill. Then they perform the skill in front of you, and then you get to practice the skill. So it hits all 3 types of learning: visual, auditory, and then tactile learners.
SimLab is straight on, hands-on learning. I'm a psychomotor learner myself, so I like to actually feel and actually get in touch in what I'm doing.
Get like all the butterflies out as much as you can before going into the hospital and actually doing it on a patient. So I like it a lot. I find it very helpful.
Nursing programs are academically demanding, so it's important to lean on each other. Students in our program may be faced with challenges during the course of their study, such as complex course content, family commitments, financial needs, and test anxiety. Through our commitment to our students and their success, the Dishman School of Nursing at LU established the Caring Place in 2003 to support student progression and success in nursing school.
Starting the 2nd and 3rd semesters, I started hitting the Caring Place hard. Grades reflected it. I was able to study more effectively and efficiently so that I wasn't studying, say, 6 or 7 hours a day. I could go study for 2 or 3 hours a day and still retain the same amount of knowledge.
They have snacks and food, so I don't have to walk to the sensor center and get things.
Definitely a very homey environment there in the Caring Place. Oh yeah, and just knowing that I have it there to, if I need anything, like a reference on books or any additional testing material, they all have that.
They not only give you the resources to be great, they give you the motivation to be great, they give you the attitude of greatness. They really try to make sure that you stay in this program. Like, they fight tooth and nail for you.
Our nursing students also benefit from other areas within the Mamie McFadden Ward building that were designed with you in mind. You can study or take a break in our student lounge, print test materials in our copy center, and download class content in our computer labs.
They really try to think of everything to make your experience here better.
Because I don't have to go all the way across campus to the library to print things, and so that really comes in handy.
As far as the student lounge, we've got coffee, we've got a full-size refrigerator. We can all go in there and hang out, not have to go fight over space in, say, the sensor center.
Yeah, we're really with everything within the nursing program. It's all just, you're all one. It's all like one little community.
The Dishman School of Nursing maintains positive relationships with clinical facilities and community agencies in the Southeast Texas area. Our students benefit from our connection with area hospitals and other major healthcare providers and are given an advantage by learning from our local industry leaders. We also collaborate with the area's technical schools to practice other skills side by side with these specialists in training. It typically takes pre-nursing majors 2 years to complete prerequisite courses before applying for admission into the BSN nursing program. To apply, you'll need to follow these easy steps. Make sure you've taken and completed your university core courses and your nursing prerequisite courses, including pathophysiology and theories in nursing with minimum passing scores of C or better. Complete your application and submit it before the deadline. For spring semester admission, applications become available in July and are due no later than September 1st. For fall semester admission, applications become available in January and are due no later than March 1st. Submit your HESI admission assessment scores. You'll need 79% or higher on the reading comprehension component. Academic advisors in the University Advising Center work closely with pre-nursing majors to ensure all requirements are met.
I feel like everybody in my nursing class is more kind of like family now. We see them a lot, we're together all the time. And I like the fact that when our clinical group changes each semester, we get to know different people in our class.
One of the biggest helping bodies here is the faculty. They're like the biggest motivators.
My advisor that I've had since my first semester, I've seen her numerous times. Even if I'm not there for advisement purposes, she'll see me in the hallways or see me at the hospital or things, stop me, ask me how I'm doing.
They really try to connect with you on a better level to help you learn what you need to learn.
They're very receptive to students being advocates for their own learning, and you learn a lot in the process.
I've gotten some of the most valuable knowledge from the people around me. Listen to not only your staff and your faculty, you actually have to listen to your peers.
Make sure you get good A's and B's in your sciences. It really helps to complete all your prerequisites before you enter nursing, so you're purely focused on all your nursing classes.
Have patience.
Work hard.
Just go with the flow.
Get your HESI scores up.
Read your books.
Come in and have fun. Be ready to study.
As a BSN student, the opportunities are endless for you. The Joanne Gay Dishman School of Nursing is here to help you become a leader in healthcare, and we can't wait to work beside you.
Literally. Yes. So I love that part where they say, go with the flow. I say that all the time. So it warms my heart. Stand by. I got
Our faculty are outstanding.
This is another
and
video.
Graduate.
We have about maybe 5 or 7 more minutes to chat. And so I just thought before you guys had a question, I'd just have Kayla. Why don't you give us one of your best tips for success, either before, during, or after? What comes to your mind, Kayla?
Being organized, knowing what you have for the upcoming week, making sure you have all your assignments in line, you know what's due. There's a lot that goes on in the nursing program. You have a lot of classes, a lot of different practicums. So if you have a good scheduled where you can see everything, it helps.
Okay, that's good. Good advice, especially as a new student. Or being organized absolutely is key. And there are a lot of resources on campus before you enter the program and after you get into the program that can help you with that. Good advice. So since we don't have a whole lot of time, and I'm sure, I think we have just 1 or 2 students with us today. If you have a question, I believe you can chat it. Is that right, Natalie?
Yes, that's right. Oh, Bailey's answering.
Oh, Bailey, okay.
But I see the questions that are coming in, so I can moderate those and ask those. Are you guys ready for some questions?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
If there's a question.
So we have 2 for sure for Kayla. And Jenny, you can probably answer this one too. The first one is, you said something about an involvement and organization. They didn't quite catch what you were talking about. Could you just kind of explain that, what that is, and like what there is to get involved in as a nursing student?
Yes. So in the nursing program, we have a professional organization called LUTSNA. So it's Lamar University Texas Nursing Student Association. We go to different conventions and we do a lot to get our students involved in the actual profession of nursing. So I'm an officer for that. We meet like once a month. We go to conventions, we do fundraising and volunteer events. So it's a good way to get to know people outside of your class, because you get close with your class, but sometimes you don't really have ways to interact with the second semester students or third semester students. So it gets everybody involved into one organization.
And they have won awards, the LUTSNA group. And so if you go to our Facebook page, Dishman School of Nursing on Facebook, you can like us, and then you can kind of see how they're active, you know, how active they are. You can see all the things that our students are doing. So that's just kind of a fun way to see us before you get here. So yeah, Kayla's an officer and she's super active. She's amazing. And they just won an award at state convention. When was that? In the fall?
The award we got was in February. We won the state, they had a state project and we won the award for that.
Yeah, congratulations. Cool.
Awesome. Congrats. We had another question come in from a student that said, what resources are there available to help pass the HESI?
Which HESI? We take a lot of HESIs. I'm assuming you're talking about the HESI for application into the program.
Yeah, that's the one I'm assuming they're talking about. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So there, what we encourage you to do is absolutely connect, make nursing your major right away, and connect with your pre-nursing advisors, because they are amazing and they help you through that whole process from beginning of when you enter Lamar till you apply to the nursing program. And they will give you lots of resources. There's HESI resources, and they will help guide you whatever you need, whether it's from a student standpoint or literally like HESI itself. They can help you all the way. So that's what I would encourage you to do. There's many resources.
Awesome. One other question is, what is the most recent NCLEX pass rate?
Good
or
question.
Percent pass rate?
Yes. So from December grads, I believe it was 90%. And that actually is kind of low for us. It's still above the national standard, but that test is changing. And so students are learning to evolve with that test. And so the national rate actually dropped also. So we were right along with the national rate. We were still above. So 90 is still really good, but it's kind of low for us. We're usually in the 95s to 96s, you know, around there. But we still are doing great. Good question, though.
Another question we had is, let me go back up to the top. Kayla, what made you choose nursing at Lamar University?
Good question.
So I'm actually a second this is my second bachelor's degree. I went to A&M for a health degree, and there's not a whole lot you can do. My mom is a nurse and went through the nursing program at Lamar, so I have somebody who had already been there. And they're very caring. They do absolutely everything, especially with everything going on. They've been gone above and beyond to make sure that we're going to pass and make sure that we will succeed. So just the staff alone makes the program worth it.
What is something that you wish you would have known before you started the Lamar nursing program?
You kind of have to learn to balance your time. And at first that was hard for me, learning to split time with your friends and your family and also have school, because it's a big time commitment. So just kind of knowing.
Did you work at all, Kayla?
I didn't.
Some students do start off working and work through the whole program, but I think that first semester, a lot of students cut back on hours because they realize of the time commitment. So you can absolutely work through school, but it is a challenge to manage your time. And I know students try to pull back from that as much as they can once they get in the program.
Where can a student find their advisor? Like, is that listed on the website or?
Good question. So once you apply and get accepted to Lamar and put nursing as your major, you will be receive an email from your pre-nursing advisor, and that will become available to you.
Awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about the simulation center and how it's available for students?
Absolutely. And hopefully once all this settles down and we can have you come to our building, we do tours of that facility. It is actually right here in our Mamie McFadden Ward building. It's very new. We're in the middle of being accredited. nationally, and there's very few centers really in the world that have that accreditation. So we're real up to speed with simulation. It is here in the building. We use it throughout the whole program from beginning to end. First semester all the way to graduation, you enter simulation. It's just a really safe learning environment where students can make a lot of mistakes and nobody gets hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Not that they make a lot of mistakes, but it's a place
Right.
where they can safely.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Kayla, does that feel real to you, Kayla, that scenario?
Yes, it does. And it is a great way to learn because we actually, in the hospital, you get to do stuff, but your nurse is right there talking you through everything. Whereas in a simulation, you're just kind of thrown out there and you have to figure it out in a safe environment.
Kayla, do you think you could like maybe, or Jenny, kind of break it down like what a nursing student schedule looks like first year, second year, third year, fourth year, just kind of like a brief overview of that?
Yeah, I mean, I think I can. Every semester you'll have at least one, if not two, practicum scenarios where you have to go to a clinical site, like a hospital or maybe a doctor's office or something like that. Those are called practicum courses, and you have to do that in one course, sometimes two courses. So you have maybe 1 or 2 days, we call that a practicum. And then you'll have class days 2 or 3 days out of the week. The first couple semesters, you have also what's called a skills day, where you go and learn like how to put in a Foley catheter, or how to start an IV. Those skills days, they're a class, and then you have lab where you go practice. And those are the first 2 semesters. And once you get through those skills days, then you have completed all the skills. And so then you just get to practice them at all those different practicum days. So that's kind of the day in the life. Kayla, do you want to add to that at all?
I don't think so. You can expect to have at least 4 days a week of school. Most first and second semester, you're probably going to have all 5. It starts once you get to third and fourth, you get that 1 day off. But expect to go to school every day. Some of the days are really long, but your lecture days typically are a little bit shorter. You'll have more time to do stuff after it.
And we do have classes in the summer once you get in the program.
Okay. I think something just real fast, the last question, or second to last question, because I have a follow-up question, but the caring place, can you just give like a brief 1 minute, like what exactly that resource is?
Kayla, you want to talk to that one?
Yeah. So I actually work in the caring place. It is a resource center that she has tons of books that have practice questions or help break down the material. There's 2 people that work there. Bethany is awesome. And then there's students that also help, and we run facilitated sessions. So it's one-on-one with students, breaking down material, answering any questions you have.
Yeah, and Bethany is a BSN prepared nurse who's been in the program. So she's in her master's to be a teacher. So she knows exactly what you guys are going through.
That's awesome. So just the last thing, one last thing that you would like to, like a tip, just one sentence from each of you to give to the students that are with us right now.
I think since Kayla gave her advice, I'll just pipe in and say that try to make it your own experience. Only you know what type of learner you are, and only you can improve your learning through how you think. So make it your own experience and be a good self-advocate and ask for help. There's so many resources here between faculty and Lamar University. You have to ask for help, and that's the only way I can help you is if you ask for it.
Yeah. All right. Kayla, did you have anything you wanted to add real fast?
Study hard, sleep. Don't just stay up all night and study, but
your brain needs rest, right, Kayla?
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Jenny and Kayla, for sharing with us about the nursing program. I think it really gave the students a look into the program. If you have any other questions, the session is coming to a close, but if you have any other questions, just let us know when we follow up with you with our follow-up email after today's virtual event is done, and we can definitely get your contact information over to Natalie and Jenny and
Absolutely.
everybody in the
Send them my way. I'd be glad to talk to them.
Awesome. So thank you all for joining us. Right now, if you want to get off, you have about a 5-minute break, and then you can join us for the admissions and financial aid session at 12 o'clock. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.